How should your irons sit on the ground? Should it be like toe up? Should it be solely flat? Should it be hands ahead, slightly back on the golf ball? What should it be? Now, this might seem like a very basic lesson, but it has a huge impact on where you strike the golf ball, then therefore your distance, but also the direction. Now, I can't wait to show you this simple routine. And there's one thing that you didn't realise with this. How your club sits on the ground will affect your grip too. This is huge. Welcome back to a brand new video here on Alex Elliott Golf. My name's Alex Elliott. I'm a PGA Golf professional and a top 50 world coach. This is your home of simple golf tips, so be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell. And at any point, if you are enjoying this video, please do hit the thumbs up button. It helps me, it helps this video grow, and I look forward to helping you play your best golf. So this is exactly the routine that I would use. And have a look at these three scenarios on player cam, right? You've got what we see as our good one, addressing the white golf ball. Then you've got our handle high, addressing the orange golf ball. And then finally, the handle really low and toe up, addressing the red golf ball. So you've got those three scenarios. You've got good, heel off the ground, and then toe off the ground. But what is actually right from that aspect? So what I would really do is have this routine like this, okay? Stand to the golf club like this. Lower the club so it's parallel to the ground and keep your legs nice and straight. Now, keep the distance, what we've got here. So I've roughly got around 6 inches from my belt buckle. I'm not gonna bend my knees. I'm just gonna tilt over and then slightly bend the knees. Now, when you look down on that now, I've got my toe slightly off the ground. And what that is just probably by one coin. I could just be able to fit one coin slightly underneath that, and you can see that from the player cam. Now, what you've got to understand here is it's in that middle point between being 2 toe up and 2 heel up, because it's very, very important. Now, there's something called face plane tilt in the golf swing. So we've got to understand, like, we don't want it to be there, we don't want it to be there, but we want it just to be sort of there. Okay, so if this is our flat ground, like that, my whole hand, you can just see how my toe is slightly off, just enough for a coin. Now, the importance of this is face plane tilt. Now, one thing I would say is where it sits at address has a big impact to where you come into the golf ball. And face plane tilt has more of an effect at impact, and it has more of an effect with the more lofted club. Sometimes people think it's when you've got a lower lofted club, but more loft has bigger effect. So what you tend to see, when your toes off the ground, the ball will start quite a long way left, okay? When your heel's off the ground, the ball will tend to start a long way to the right. It can also affect your release pattern. So what we're looking for is that just that toe slightly up, and just get over that golf ball thinking over, toe slightly up, and then in. That is what we're looking for in that stance. So have a look at this shot here, and then we're going to talk through a few other points of why it's really important. So toe slightly up, and just have a little check of that. You can always just sort of see how it's just slightly in the air by one coin. And that's just a simple little measure to not get you to here and not get you to here. Right, here we go. This is a tough shot. 17, Mottram. Now, the significance of this is the start direction, like that, straight down the banner and coming in now. Now, I've said this, right? If your hand's too upright, it really affects your grip. So if your heel is off the ground, your hands are so upright, your shaft angle's so upright, and your heel's off the ground, like this, right? It makes it really hard, and you don't know this, but like this could be one of the reasons why you got it in the palm. Look where that club wants to sit now on my hand, in the palm. Like for me to get to the fingers, I've got to sort of bend like this. So look, if I try and grip now at that shaft angle, look where the club wants to sit more. If you come closely there, it wants to sit like that. For me to get that now in the I've got to really bend my arm, and then we sort of see this chicken wing and sort of cricket style release. It's really awkward, right? And that's just all come from how your club's sitting on the ground. Equally, I see this pattern, right? When people get the toe 2 in the air, really easy to get in the fingers, and really wristy shots. Sort of people who hook the golf ball play around there. So you can sort of see why we want to find that middle ground, which is there, holding the club like that. Easy to get in the fingers, right? Here, in the fingers, down. Here, in the fingers, down. You wouldn't try and grip it on that angle and try and get it into the fingers. It makes it really hard. And this is some great logic. Okay, also, we've spoken now about toe, heel. How does it want to sit like this? So if we go face on now, and this is one of the vital points. I don't think golfers sometimes have enough of these hands ahead of the golf ball. We're all very passive and we're all very fluky. I want it to look a little bit more aggressive. Now, a marker for this is, have a look at this on player cam. I feel as though my knuckles of my glove hand are just on the front edge of the ball. It's as simple as that. Just on the front edge of the ball, and look how that sort of changes my face into being a little bit more aggressive rather than on the back edge. You can see there's some player cam now. I turn in my 7-iron into something like a 9-iron, resulting in weaker shots, resulting in shots that come more sort of off the bottom, a bit thin but bottom groovy, not that vibration up the shaft. I know we don't want that. So if we go back to what this video was all about, how does our club want to sit on the ground? And this is if you've got a pitching wedge all the way through to maybe if you carry a 4-iron. Actually, what is your longest iron? Get down in the comments, let's see what one of those are. I just want you to be able to slide a little coin. I'll show you the coin here in my hand. Underneath the toe of your club. It helps you get it in the fingers and then pushing those hands just ahead. Have a look at this and face on, this strike. It really helps you get an aggressive hit into the golf ball. And that's what I want you to be able to do. Repeat this, play better golf, start the golf ball straighter. This is key.